feel like an especially motivated APR tonight to put on a show here?
Well, when you have the sack master Bruce Smith on the sidelines dapping you up right before warm-ups, I think that would motivate anybody. But he did what he did what he's been close to doing the other two games. He finally, and I tell him all the time, the sacks come in bunches, and he was really close a bunch of times the first game and was getting frustrated, and as in a good way. But and then they finally came this week.
That game was pretty tight, and that one drive, and he had two in a row and forced the fumble on the last one. How big was that just to get the turnover?
Oh, it's just we've struggled getting turnovers so far this year, so we try to shoot for two a game, and if you shoot, if you have two a game, you're probably gonna be tops of the nation in turnover margin, and like everything, it just comes in bunches. We hadn't had one, and we only had one the week before, and that's the trifecta, man. When you get a sack and you cause a fumble and you recover it, so.
Seems like outside of a few explosive runs, the defensive line is keeping them off score by getting tackles line of scrimmage, getting them in the backfield. What did you like about your group tonight, getting some pressure up front?
Well, they took the game over at halftime. We came out really well first quarter. We had a missed assignment on the long run between the linebackers and the D end, and that one spit. And that's what this offense does to you. This offense spreads you out. It makes you guard all 53 and a third yards, horizontally and everything, and vertically. So it's 11-on-11 football. And when you're going against an offense like that, and one person makes a mistake, there's no levels to your defense to compensate for it. And the kid made a good run, and we had to just put that one play behind us and just keep on going. I thought the second quarter, I don't think we were as effective as I want us to be as we were in the first. And then we came out after halftime, and the only adjustment said just tighten your chin strap a little bit tighter and go. So.
What was that? You sort of mentioned there was the tenor of that halftime where it had gotten tight there.
No panic. No, there was no panic in their eyes. We got a mature group, and they knew what happened in the second quarter. That's kind of the advantage having those iPads on the sideline. So we knew exactly what happened. We know why it was happening, and it was up to us up front just to go fix it. It wasn't, with that offense, there was no magical call that was going to fix our problems. It had to be that up front we had to dominate, and they took it upon themselves at halftime. They knew what they had to do.
JC, how much, if at all, was 2 years ago here mentioned either by the staff or by some veteran players?
It was discussed a little bit, but I don't. 2 years ago, that seems like such a long time. We're such a different team. We're such a different program than we were then. There's a couple coaches that were different, a bunch of players. So, I think it was a little bit of a motivating fact. But I think it's just we have a mature group, and we feel like we have a good football team, and there was more motivation for us to come out and show it on the road.
Kelvin Gilliam tonight, 6 tackles, his first career sack. Seems like he's been consistently in that rotation through the first 3 games. How much do you think that's helped his growth and development?
KG comes to work every day. KG had a big short yardage stop at Vanderbilt. He had a big short stop, on a 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 last week. He makes plays when he gets in there, and that I don't like. I think I said it last week maybe, but I don't think there's a happier guy on the team right now, than KG. It's just the style we play just fits him. He's back home. He's really meshing with the D line, and it's just like he was here the entire time.
APR has the lunch pail now.
Yeah.
What has he
Ironic,
done?
huh?
What has he done in your mind to earn that, maybe off the field?
Well, the lunch pail, it has a lot of layers to it. And to be a leader, first thing you got to do is be one of the best players. Let's not kid ourselves. So he's been making plays, and he's been more vocal. He's been more consistent. Everything he's done. He was one of the guys that Coach Pride challenged. Don't come back and be the same guy. And he's not. And he's not the same guy. On and off the field, he's evolving, he's growing up, and it's great to see. And how ironic is it that we gave him the lunch pail and he goes out and does this? He'll probably end up keeping it this week.
A couple more guys.
I know the stats don't show he has had many tackles, but he seemed like he was winning a lot of one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Frustrating. How much was his impact on the inside?
Well, I think all of those 5 tackles did good things tonight. Really, the third quarter, I thought Aeneas took over. I think APR was the benefit of some of the plays, finishing up, making the tackles. But Aeneas was splitting double teams, getting in creases, getting in cracks, knocking guys back. And that's what I told him. I said, guys, we have the numbers are the numbers. It's 11 on 11 to one person. So instead of putting pressure on the second level to make or miss a tackle, just disrupt. Let's get in creases. Let's start knocking guys. And I think we did in the first quarter. I don't think we did it as well in the second quarter, and I think that's why they got some drives and hit some plays, and then they came out at halftime. They were ready to go.
You guys good? As a defensive coach, 0 yards allowed in the third quarter. Is that?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. That's a good stat. I didn't realize that.
What did you like forcing 3 punts to start the game? What did you like about how your group kind of came out and started from the jump?
They were disruptive, and that's what we knew we had to be. You know, up front we had to be better than them. We couldn't allow them to sit there and hand the ball off, and because once again the offense is just such that it forces everything to be one-on-one. You see, if you miss one tackle or one person misfits a run or one person gets blocked, then big explosive plays. And we knew going in the game that's how they were big. I think they were top 10 explosive plays last year. That's what, you know, you'll see them 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, 80. You know, so coming out in the second half, I said, look, we got to eliminate. We can't have up front. We can't have a bad snap up front and win this game. And the guys took it to heart and they dominated.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.